I'm going to be demoing our product InSiteful Mind. So on our login page, we have the ability to sign in with Google, like so. And then we have a nice little dashboard page that allows us to navigate to the journal, trends, three-word reflection, or check-in. So we can start with the journal section. So as you can see here, this loads the journal entries from the Redis database. And what this does is it allows the user to enter a journal entry, so with a title and a like content of the journal. So I can say, hi, this is a test entry, and then save the entry to the database. And here, it shows here that I saved it. So I have a bunch of test entries here that I can use with the AI integration. So I'm going to delete this test entry right here. And I'll show you the AI integration in a second, but we can also search by keywords. So, good. Oh, stress. So we can see that stress, in a lot of these entries, we highlight the stressors, which what this allows us to do is ask Gemini through the AI integration to see our stressors. Tell me about my stressors over time. And so what this does is it's able to read all of our journal entries. Of course, only whenever you press the button. So if you don't want AI reading your journal entries, you don't have to have them read it. And what it does is it just gives you feedback on what this is, what your stressors are. And then you can ask it for different things like feedback on how to improve your mood. So, given my most common stressors, give me some advice on how I can improve. So it says setting boundaries, using routines, breaking down tasks into manageable steps. So continue leading into those strategies, and then also support and boundaries. Yeah, so it can give some fairly helpful advice, although of course it has the disclaimer down here that it's not a mental health professional and that it's only AI generated guidance, so take it with a grain of salt. So that's the journal section. Next we have the quick check-in, which is just a simple questionnaire. So I can run through it right now. How's my mood been today? Pretty good. Didn't get great sleep last night. Pretty low energy. I'm a bit sick right now. How calm and relaxed? Pretty calm. How connected? Pretty connected. How motivated? I feel pretty motivated. How well am I able to focus? Focusing's a bit hard. How well are you managing your daily responsibilities? Pretty well. How hopeful do you feel about the future? How free are you from worry and anxiety? How satisfied are you with your recent progress? How well are you taking care of your physical health? How present and grounded do you feel? And then you can save the check-in. It'll save your entry here, and it'll take the average of it for the score for the check-in. And here we see some previous ones, just some test check-ins. And then we can go to the three-word reflection. And this is one of my favorites because it's just a simple, quick way to see or to log how you're feeling. So let's say my current mood right now is good, right? Not great, not okay, just good. So I'm feeling hopeful, content, and safe. So these three words, we can hit save reflection, And what it'll do, it'll just save here, and then we can view all our previous ones as well. And what this will do is now, well, we could ask Gemini to analyze this, which I think it's better on the journals. But here in the trends, we can see all of our check-ins. So right now I'm only feeling good, so it logs about 65 out of 100. And we can see our check-ins over time. So that's just the 3-word reflections. We can also see the questionnaire check-ins like up here. And we see up here it's generally trending around 3. So about middle of the road there. So here we can see the average score of the check-ins, the number of questionnaires. We would need more questionnaires to see a trend, although here in the 3-word reflections, we can actually see the trend since there are so many. And we see that it's improving because there's a general positive trend here. And total number of check-ins, that's here. Average mood, that's here. And the low and high. And then also, we have the ability to share with a friend or a therapist, for example. So I'm going to revoke this right here and then add athurston1 at slu.edu as someone who's allowed access. So with that, I can go here to Insightful Mind at insight.addithurston.com. I can, oh, I should do an incognito tab. Here we go. Insight.addithurston.com. Continue to site. I don't have HTTPS on this just yet. And then we can do athurston1 at slu.edu. Oh, I have to do Octaverify. Give me a second. Knowing I had to have done Octaverify would have made this go a lot faster. And then here, under Trends, we can see that Addie Thurston at gmail.com shared their trends with me. So here we can view that. And right now it only shares the 3-word reflections, but it shows the trusted user, that person's mood overall, which is the goal. And then finally, here in the settings, we have a bunch of different themes. So we have the light theme, which is pretty simple, just like this. The dark theme, not quite as nice, but still nice for a dark theme. Meadow theme, nice green. Forest, nice dark green. And then finally, my personal favorite, the Twilight, or like Aurora theme, which I really like. So yeah, that's Insightful Mind. Thanks for watching.